You're quiet today, sweetheart. That hangover finally catching up with you? Or are you just reminiscing on last night?
If you two are finished wasting oxygen, I would appreciate silence. Some of us are trying to think.
Guess I overestimated you. Can't think and walk at the same time, huh?
I can. Can you? Considering you chose to share a bed with the liability we are currently escorting.
Watch it.
Focusing? That would imply clarity. Your breathing tells a different story.
There you go again. Acting like everyone's a suspect. You're reading too much into this.
I read patterns. They keep us alive. Or do you not recall that, Chuuya?
I recall you almost blowing a hole through a warehouse wall last month because you read a crate wrong.
The crate was rigged. We walked away, which is more than I can say for the people who trusted the intel we were miraculously handed by her. I think coincidence is a fiction for people who enjoy surprises. The Port Mafia does not.
Enough. We've been over this. Her intel checked out.
Most of it.
And that's how the world works, Akutagawa. Nothing's perfect.
No. But the gaps are always interesting, aren't they? The doc's job. The timing you gave us was off by 7 minutes.
And we adjusted.
And walked into a patrol we shouldn't have encountered. Your source? Conveniently nameless. Persistently accurate. Except when something nudges us closer to a bullet.
You want to interrogate someone? Interrogate the idiots guarding the dock.
I did. The survivors were quite insistent about their schedule. Their logs matched. Our intel did not. Of course I went back there. Don't sound so surprised. Some of us prefer confirmation over blind faith. Or lust.
Say that again.
You heard me. Interesting. The one with the least standing in this organization suddenly wants to control the conversation.
She's trying to keep the peace. Something you wouldn't recognize if it smacked you right in the damn face.
Peace is for civilians. We are not civilians. You're right. I don't trust you. But it's not just the timing.
Oh, here we go.
Your handiwork with the rifle 2 weeks ago. The way you signaled us. 3 clicks on the comm. Then silence. It's a signal used by the rats in the House of the Dead.
Now be serious, Akutagawa.
It's their extraction code. 3 clicks, pause, then a 4th if the route is compromised. We intercepted it during an old operation. You repeated it exactly.
You never mentioned that.
Because I didn't expect to hear it from someone cuddled up on your couch. You expect me to believe you accidentally mirrored a clandestine signal from one of the most dangerous organizations we've encountered?
Why didn't you say anything about where you picked that up?
Nothing is random, especially not with them.
You're talking about Fyodor's people.
Yes. Present tense denial. Noted.
Akutagawa.
You told Mori you found her lost traveling the city, and her family forced her to spy on you, but not by her choice. That she was scared straight and useful enough to repurpose. A stray with decent aim. That was the story, yes?
That's what my sources said.
Your sources, her nameless source. So many ghosts in this chain of trust. Curious. And yet, for someone from a small family, your knowledge of internal agency routes, guard rotations, and black market archives is expansive.
Oh, for God's sake, Akutagawa, I trained her.
Overnight,
I'm incredibly efficient.
you listen to the wrong people. No, but I know who you watch. Your eyes are always counting exits, not threats. Exits are for people planning to run.
That's enough. You're projecting.
And you're blinded.
I'm not blind.
Then answer this, Chuuya. When you first met her, what did she say?
What?
Word for word. The first thing that came out of her mouth when you cornered her on that street.
I don't know. That was months ago.
Yes, it matters a great deal.
She said, "Do I look like I'm lost?" Something like that.
And then?
Well, then she had this panicked look on her face. Guess she couldn't find where she was going.
And you believed her?
I didn't say that.
The night she coincidentally appeared in the bar of your hotel? Yes, rats. Quite fitting, don't you think? Off base? Really? Then tell me, where did you learn to breathe the way you do when you shoot? On the upbeat, not on the down.
Hey, when we were practicing shooting on the roof, I tried to get you out of that exact habit. Answer him.
Here and there is no answer.
Look at me, sweetheart. Your pulse is all over the place. What are you hiding?
Tell us. That's a damn lie.
Renosuke!
Her throat jumped before she answered. She does that every time she lies.
Oh, you don't know her that well.
Apparently, I know her better than you do. Why? Nervous the conversation might reach somewhere interesting? Really? Then why did you flinch when we said Fyodor's name?
You did freeze. All right. Enough dancing around. I'm done playing referee. You. Start talking. No. Really talking. No half-truths, no convenient gaps. You said you wanted in. You swore fealty to the Port Mafia. You swore it to me. So right now, you're not talking to Akutagawa. You're talking to your superior, and the man who shared his bed with you. Start with a signal. 3 clicks and a pause. Where did you learn it?
Lie.
Answer me.
Lie.
Please, don't make me drag it out of you. It matters because he's right. That code isn't common. He flinched when he connected it to the rats. And now, I'm suddenly remembering other things. Like how you knew that agency courier would switch cars at the last second. Only one other person outside the agency should have known that. Like how you guessed Maury's meeting location before I even got the text. You brushed it off, but you were too specific.
No. You were briefed.
And that night, when you said white noise helps you sleep, you knew about my insomnia. I never told you that. Maury barely knows that. No. They wouldn't just talk. Not about me. Not like that. So either you've been sneaking around my file, or someone gave you one.
Both scenarios are unpleasant.
I've been ignoring it. Because I wanted to. Because it was easier to believe you were just talented and nosy. Because every time you looked at me like I was more than a weapon, I wanted to believe that that was real. So don't make me feel like a bigger idiot than I already do. Tell me I'm wrong.
She can't.
Shut up! I want to hear it from her. Say something. Nothing? That's an answer. How long? How long have you been lying to me? The second time, that is.
Deflection.
I'm not asking for qualifiers, I'm asking for a number. Since the moment we met on the street? Since your initiation? Since the alley? What?
I knew it.
So, when you and I had that little discussion in the warehouse, the shock, the fear of dying, the elation when I offered you a way out, that was an act?
Of course it was.
Who told you about me? How to get to me? How to convince me to trust you?
Say his name.
Say it! Fyodor Dostoevsky.
See, Chuuya?
You've got to be kidding. This is some twisted joke, right? You're gonna tell me he forced you to work. Something like that, right? Well then fix the story! Because right now, the story is that the night I thought I was saving you, you were already his. A deal? What kind of deal?
You can't be serious.
Money? Really? Things are different now. You can't expect me to believe that.
I certainly wouldn't.
Oh, just both of you shut up! Tell me what your goddamn mission was! Finding Maury's weak points and reporting on gifted individuals like me.
Of course.
So when you smiled at me across the table, when you clinked your glass with mine, when you sprawled on my couch like you owned it, you were taking notes. And when you dragged me into that bed,
you developed feelings for Chuuya? How convenient.
don't blame your feelings for me as the cause for your hesitation.
Sabotaging Fyodor's intel? Poorly.
You were concerned with your own safety because you were withholding information from him. Funny. You had no fear of lying to me. Really. Because I'm standing here feeling like every sweetheart I whispered meant less than nothing to you.
Enough. We can dissect your tragic romance later. Right now, this connection to Fyodor changes the mission.
You think I don't know that?
Then act like it.
I am acting like it. I'm not stupid. Let you explain. Why shouldn't I just kill you? Right here, right now. Oh, there's more?
Of course there is.
What people?
Names?
Dazai? You're lying. Dazai would never let himself get taken by a rat like that.
He would if he wanted to see how the cage was built.
And Rampo Akutagawa?
Impossible. His perceptive skills would have...
So, that's exactly why he wanted him. To use his mind, huh? When did he take them?
And the location? Of course you don't know.
He only tells you enough? Enough to what?
Enough to bring you in, Chuuya.
Is that true?
There it is. Finally, she admits it. Naturally, he wants you, Chuuya. Why else would he send his spy specifically to you?
Just let me get this straight. Fyodor said, we're his missing pieces. And once he had me, Dazai, and Rampo, the rest of the board would fall into place. And you were supposed to deliver me? How?
Very efficient.
Shut up. Of course, this isn't just a mission. You were supposed to take me to this intermediary, and he was going to transport us to Fyodor.
At least the honesty is finally useful.
When were you planning on telling me? Before or after the needle went into my neck?
And yet here you are, betraying him, after betraying us.
Don't say you never wanted this. You agreed. You bled for him. You learned his tricks, and you walked into my life carrying his scent and let me think that it was yours.
So he said Chuuya would fall for a sob story and a pair of steady hands? Accurate.
No. Akutagawa's right. It is accurate. I poured you wine. I forgave you. I trusted you. I fought for you. I shared my damn bed with you.
Enough. Emotions later. Strategy now.
Oh, you're a real asshole, Akutagawa. But you're right. What am I going to do? I don't know. A part of me wants to put a bullet between your eyes and send your body back to him as a message. Don't you dare offer yourself up like you're doing me a favor. You don't get to die clean and noble after this. I want the truth. Every scrap, every order, every word he's hissed into your ear. I want to know how he thinks, how he moves. And then, I want to decide what gets broken first.
Now you sound like Mori.
Or maybe I finally understand him.
Good.
You wanted to deliver me to Fyodor, right? That was the mission? So we give him what he wants. If he wants me in his hands, then we control how I get there. We set the stage, not him. You're the knife he shoved in my back. The least you can do is let me choose how deep it goes. First, I need you alive, which is the only damn reason you're still breathing near Akutagawa.
I wasn't going to kill her. Yet.
If anyone's going to decide when she dies, it's me. Don't you say my name like that. You don't get to use it as a shield. You can call me Sir, or Boss. Anything that reminds you that this is work.
What's your plan?
We continue to the meeting point. She plays her part, acts like the loyal little spy she's been. She signals them that the mission's on track, and that we're unsuspecting. That I'm as blind and lovesick as they think. But instead of me being alone, I'll have you, Akutagawa, and whoever else I can scramble on short notice, shadowing the route. We let them think they've separated me. We let them drag me closer to their nest.
And you intend to fight your way out from inside the rat's den?
I've crawled out of worse.
What about Dazai and Rampo?
If they're there, I'm not leaving without them. I don't doubt that he'll be expecting this. Let him think he's got me pinned. The trick with people who think they know every angle is to create an impossible one.
You're gambling with your life.
Well, it was never worth much anyway. Why not? To you, it's just another asset on a board, right? Oh, please. None of what you just said changes anything you did. It it doesn't erase the fact that when I finally let myself want something, someone, it turned out to have his fingerprints all over it. Akutagawa's right. It's too late.
She has a point. No one's more dangerous than a traitor who knows they can't go back.
Hey, look at me. I'm serious. Look at me. If we do this, if we walk into Fyodor's jaws, you don't get to hesitate. Not out of guilt, not out of fear, and not out of whatever it is you think that you feel for me. You hesitate, and we're all dead. Answer me this. When Fyodor tells you you disappointed him and dangles your debts in front of you, what will you do? You're not his? Are you sure? Then say it.
Almost believable.
Good. Now keep repeating it until you actually believe it. One more thing. When this is over, after we pull Dazai out of whatever hole he's in, and after we drag Rampo back to his books, after we clip the rat's tail, you and I are going to have a very, very long conversation. Don't be hopeful. Stop saying I know. You clearly don't. It used to sound cute, but now it just sounds pathetic.
We need to get to the rendezvous.
I know. One last question. Tell us when this little exchange is supposed to happen.
Today. Even I wasn't expecting that. You really are a ruthless one, aren't you?
No time like the present. Let's go. I'm dying to see that rat.
Where are their positions? Four blocks and to the right. Two snipers on the roof to the left. One van parked 3 blocks down with reinforced doors. They're equipped with tranquilizers. How fitting.
What do we do about the snipers?
Leave them to me. We'll give him something to fixate on. I'll take a visible position, draw fire, and make him think the plan is going off the rails. In the chaos, you do what you do best.
Break things. Don't. I said don't. Save whatever apology you're about to spit out for when we're not about to walk into a slaughterhouse.
We're approximately 2 blocks from the overpass.
You're going to do what you were always supposed to do. Call your master. Tell him his prey is walking right into his cage. Make him believe he's won before the game even starts. I'm going to let him win. Just long enough to get my hands around his throat.
And if he has Dazai,
then I'll drag that suicidal bastard out by his ear and yell at him for making me the hero.
And if he has Rampo,
I'll hand him a pair of glasses and tell him to do his damn job.
And if he gets you,
then it's on you two to make sure he regrets ever laying a finger on me. That's funny. You already helped him capture me. The day you stepped into that alley, you put me on his board. This is just me flipping it. Now then, we've got a Russian rat to disappoint.
Thank you for listening to Midnight's Melodies. If you enjoyed the show,
Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you don't miss the next weekly release. And if you'd like to further support the channel, please consider becoming a member or head over to my Patreon at patreon.com/midnightsmelodies. There you'll find my entire catalog, Patreon exclusives, and pricing for private commissions. And remember, my library is always open.